Glad to have Josh here.
I feel good to be back.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I've been busy, not just with sushi, but I've just been, living life, being tired, not sleeping as much as I should. So
how many hours a night do you get?
I mean, recently it's been like 4.5.
What?
4.5 hours of sleep.
4.5? That's ridiculous.
But I've realized that I can function an entire day. If my entire week, if there are like 3 or 4 days I get 4.5 hours of sleep, then on our show days, I sleep all day and I recover.
Okay, you recharge then,
I recharge in the car.
Right, and you're able to do that because...
You drive.
No, I was going to say because you're on testosterone.
Oh, well, yeah, that's also a good point. Yeah, I was going to segue into that eventually, but yeah, I guess for those...
You're like Superman now, man.
I feel
or no, what you're really like is Limitless.
That feels more apt.
Yeah.
I definitely, it's weird. It's very bizarre.
And actually, we'll get into that later. All right.
Okay.
I've got topics and stuff written out, but last episode with Chris, I did a lightning round of just like quick fire questions.
Okay.
I did it at the end of the episode. Now I'm going to try it at the beginning of the episode.
All right. I'm cool with this.
And obviously, you're a mainstay of the show, so I won't ask you these questions every time. But
every time, asking me the questions every time.
All right, and some of these questions I wrote down 15 or so here, so some of them are dumb.
These are just things you've wondered about me for a while, and now you have the platform.
And you don't have to say a lot,
Okay.
All right, first one. What's your favorite Beatles song?
Favorite Beatles song, Come Together.
Right now. Over me.
I was going to say, I was like, over me? I'm pretty sure.
What was the first concert you went to?
Blue Man Group. Yeah. My dad took me. Blue Man Group. Michael Bublé was after.
Oh, dude, Blue Man Group, were they good? I'm sure they were.
They were badass.
Where did you see them?
I think it was in San Antonio, like AT&T Center, but I had no clue who they were. My dad was always into drums.
Oh, of course your dad would like them, man.
Right, yeah. Exactly. And he took us there.
Do they sing or do they just hit drums?
No singing.
There's no singing in the concert?
And they barely hit drums. Like they kept taking all these like PVC piping. Is that what it is? Not PCP, but PVC, right?
Yeah, PVC.
They would create like these crazy instruments, and depending on how long the tubes were, it would hit different notes. And then you just got these 4 dudes, blue.
Yeah.
And they doing all this crazy shit, and it was pretty cool.
You know what? Here, I'm gonna look that up. That reminds me of there was a guy who like took too much silver. He would take silver every day, and it turned him blue.
What? That's a thing? Oh yeah, now I can check out what you're doing.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
All right, man who turned blue after taking.
No.
Look at this guy.
Wait, he's not painted or something?
Dude, what is this website? What the fuck?
Oh.
Okay. Man who turned blue after taking silver for skin condition dyes.
He looks like he just has like a crazy Instagram filter.
It's interesting that taking silver turns you blue. I wouldn't have thunk that.
No, why does that happen? He looks like a blue Santa. This is very strange. He looks like Santa if he was like a blue collar worker.
All right, so he had a heart attack. Oh man, nothing good.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, okay, was that related to the silver?
Carson dubbed Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf. That's accurate too. I like that, dude. Man. You know what? I hope he like for 1 year in Halloween went as Papa Smurf. I mean, that would have been that would have been a cool costume, man. Okay, so
I would, I mean, if you noticed like you were starting to turn blue, would you continue?
I'd stop. What are you doing, man? Like, come on.
Would you continue taking silver?
I mean, I can't imagine the kind of looks he'd be getting.
But he was just like, man, the silver just makes me feel so good.
What was he? Do we know why he was taking it?
What does it say here? For skin condition. The skin condition was his skin was blue.
That's what I was saying. I was like, okay, so he took it for one skin condition and got another.
His skin turned blue as a side effect of consuming silver compound for more than 10 years to treat a bad case of dermatitis on his face.
What?
I don't know.
Where did he find this information from? Like, I read this in a book one time. If you take silver, it cures your problems. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but he literally turned blue.
That's insane.
And I mean, God rest his soul, he died. But
I wonder if you take any of the other precious metals, if that'll change. Like, if you take gold, does your skin turn green?
yeah, never the color that they are named after.
No, like that would be interesting. I heard a story one time that no one knows if it's true either, but that they found these kids in like some cave somewhere and they were green. And these kids were like, oh, we're not from here. We're from a different place. We were in like basically, I think what like it was like, we're from the center of the earth is basically.
Oh, like King Kong?
Kind of, I guess, you know, or like the other one that's there.
Reptilians.
Something, okay? And basically once they got out of there, they were in human care for a while, and they eventually turned back to not regular, just the color of what they would be based off their ethnicity, basically. Mm-hmm. However, they were green when they came out. I don't know if it's true.
I feel like they weren't black. You can't turn green from black.
I don't think you can either. I'm not sure, though. I didn't read that much into it, but it's probably bullshit. So
okay, all right, next one. What's your favorite city?
My favorite city? I don't think I've ever given that any thought.
Have you been to another city?
Yeah, only every weekend with you guys, man. It's not Houston. No offense.
It doesn't have to be local. You've traveled to other places.
Yeah. Man, I guess in the U.S., probably San Antonio. That sounds stupid, I know, but I didn't like the vibes of L.A. Everyone's angry in New York. Miami is pretty cool. San Antonio just seems real chill. In the world,
that honestly that makes the most sense. I mean, here we are. We're in San Antonio. It's your favorite city. Why not be in your favorite city?
See, people who don't do that,
yeah,
they're not thinking.
Dude, that's smart. That's the smartest answer I could think of. Okay, where were you born?
San Antonio. What a coincidence. Maybe I just maybe.
Okay, how many siblings do you have?
I have Tiana, which is my youngest sister. Mm-hmm. I have Nicole, which is my oldest sister. I have my brother Kaiser, which is my oldest out of my brothers, but they're all younger than me. And then Tristan, which is the youngest of all my brothers. And Tyler's the youngest of my brothers, and then Tristan is like the middle child. Yeah, I got a lot of siblings.
Wait, so including you, is that 5 or 6?
5.
Okay, 5.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. And you are number 2 in age? You're the second oldest?
The second oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the second oldest.
Yeah. And how does it feel to kind of be like the head of the family there?
Feels cool. It feels good. I don't feel like I'm the head, but I'm doing my thing.
Okay. All right. Next question. Are your parents together or divorced?
Divorced. Yeah. So my biological dad and my mom divorced, and my stepdad and my mom divorced, and they're all cool with each other. Well, I mean, we don't really talk a whole lot with my biological dad. So I'm sure they'd be cordial. They'd be cordial with each other. But yeah, divorce. But my mom seems very happy now. So
yeah, my parents are divorced too.
Mm-hmm. You told me about that actually. Yeah.
Seems like a rarity for parents to stay together. Like, how did you do that?
Scary. I hear like my great grandfather and my great grandmother were married for like 60 years. Like, that's the goal. However, very uncommon. Very uncommon.
Yeah. All right. Next question. What's the one piece of media that you've consumed the most? Could be a TV show, a movie, a song, a book.
I'd still probably say video games, man.
Yeah, but which one?
League of Legends. It's either League of Legends or Metal Gear. That series, I've played through each of the games.
Really?
5, 6, 7 times over.
Oh man.
Yeah.
The only Metal Gear Solid game I played was like the Phantom Pain. Did you play that one?
Yeah, that one was like that. So that one was, out of all of the Metal Gear games, that's the ugly stepchild because all of their games are very cinematic. Hideo Kojima is like, his whole goal with his games were, all right, it's going to be a video game. But when you're watching a cutscene, you know, like, because you know how they do in games, you know, you go through your mission, then at the end it's like, oh, something going on. All of his other games feel like movies. Like, I shit you not, in the fourth Metal Gear game, the last ending cutscene after you beat the game, it's like 25 minutes. Oh, wow. And you can't skip it. You can't skip it. And for speedrunners, that's impossible because it's like, you have to watch it. That's the make or break of your game. You know whether or not you're going to win if you didn't beat it within that time.
Video game wise, I thought you would have said that Pokemon game that you've put crazy amount of hours into. Which one is that?
I mean, all of them.
What's the one where you're like cheatingly farming fucking things?
Yeah, so I've been cheating in Pokemon games since the beginning. Like, it began when games had glitches. You don't really see a lot of those anymore with like internet connections and things like that. You know, they can check. Okay, so with Pokemon,
You had to have put a lot of hours into that.
I've probably put 1,000 hours plus into Pokemon.
Respectable.
My dad in League of Legends.
There's a counter.
Dude.
It's off the chart.
It is ridiculous, man. Like, I started that game like 2 years before he started playing it. I've probably got about 3,000 or 4,000 30-minute to an hour game sessions. So, you know, it's probably 3,000, 4,000 hours in that video game.
That's a good chunk of time, yeah.
My dad's got 10,000 hours plus easy.
And who would win between the two of you if you faced off?
Me. Well, you know, now probably him for sure. You know, because I mean, I was pretty good at that.
I tried to get into that, but then like you had to go to the store and buy things, and it was just too confusing.
It took, like, honestly, when new people start, it takes them several hundred games before they get it. Like, that was me. 200, 300 games, and then I finally was like...
The one I was playing as was like Ash. She had a...
bow and arrow.
Yeah, bow and arrow.
Yeah. She had her like ice arrows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And her ultimate, she just shoots a big fucking arrow.
Yeah. That was pretty easy.
You can't go wrong.
But I had a friend try and like help me out getting into it.
Yeah.
And he'd tell me what I need to buy in the store.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
It was just so complicated.
And then you're stressed out because you're like, I don't want to be letting the team down, but I don't even know where I'm fucking going right now. So,
okay. Next question: Android or iOS?
iOS for sure.
Okay, and then Mac or PC?
PC for sure.
See, now that's interesting that you'd flip flop there.
Yeah. Well, you know, as a gamer, I have to prioritize whichever, you know, platform is going to be able to do the things I needed to do. And you can't do a lot of like crazy, like, you know, video game developers, they're not usually developing it for Macs.
No.
It's for PCs, you know, customizable, upgrade your graphics card, you know. I'm a nerd when it comes to that stuff. You already know that.
All right. What's your favorite swear word / insult?
Did you ask this of Chris?
That's what made me think of it.
Did he say fuckface?
Yeah, I did not ask him. Oh. I know what his is, and it's fuckface.
His favorite word is fuckface. That's his favorite. Mine, I don't know. Just like, I don't think I say fuck probably more than any other word in my vocabulary. I say fuck a lot. Like, motherfucker, dude, this is fucking stupid. It can work in any scenario.
Sure, yeah.
Does Bill Burr, is he the one with like a skit talking about like how creative the word fuck is and how many different things you can use it for applications?
I haven't seen that.
Maybe it was like George Carlin.
He does
something.
swear a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Fuck is my favorite word.
Okay. Yeah. What I wrote down here is my favorite recent one that I've heard is your parents are cousins.
You got to be careful when you say that, man. Oh, that's funny. I like that. Did Chris say that?
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, we were like trying to pull into a parking spot and this guy was backing out of it really, really slowly. And Chris is like, what the fuck? Your parents are cousins.
I swear to God, he comes up with the funniest things to say. I don't know if it's because he's not from here and he just has a better way of looking at stuff. I don't know, but. Nah.
Okay, we're almost halfway through here. Okay. Like I said, I've got a lot here. I'll cut them down in the future. I'm just testing to see which.
Hey man, we got to get it out there. I'm
what's
good.
What's your favorite accent?
It's either like an Indian accent. Now, am I looking at it like what's my favorite based off of comedic value, or am I just in general? Which one do you like the best, most attractive?
In general.
In general, I think an Australian accent's pretty cool.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. You know, down by the river, you know, that kind of thing. Like, I like that a lot. I don't know why. Which one I think is the funniest?
What, were you a big Steve Irwin fan?
You know, I watched a lot of Animal Planet as a kid. I didn't like him, though, that much. I thought it was kind of dumb. I think I remember he got bit by a snake one time, and then it came out that they, like, took the fangs out of it or something. So I thought that was stupid. I was like, oh, you pretending to get bit by a venomous animal.
That's like Bear Grylls. Did you ever watch him?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
He did a lot of fake stuff,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, where they're like, he's like, I'm stranded out here in the middle of nowhere, and there's literally like
Eats a power bar.
There's like a freeway like 600 feet away.
Yes, I heard a lot about that, and I used to watch that a lot too.
But he did do a lot of crazy things on the show. You know.
Yeah, he drank his own urine multiple times.
Ate spiders and stuff. I mean,
I remember he ate this big thick worm thing, and like, I don't like
good.
that. That's not for me, man.
Okay, what is your favorite best-selling musical duo of all time?
It's got to be Daft Punk. Okay, it's all I know. There we go. That's the answer you were looking for.
Okay, let's see. Who would you want to play you in a biopic?
Obviously, Brad Pitt.
You guys do look a lot alike.
No, we don't.
Okay, why did your parents name you Josh?
My dad wanted to name me Cameron. And then my mom found out that Cameron meant crooked nose.
What?
Yeah. That's why I got the name Joshua. And then as I got older, I hated the "ua" part, and I was just like, it's too much of a mouthful.
Wait, there is no way that Cameron means crooked nose.
That's what she said. I believe I've looked it up a few times, and it does, in fact, mean crooked nose. Cameron. Plus, do I look like
all
a Cameron?
All these people walking around as Cameron are just crooked nose?
My mom thought that if she named me Cameron, somehow putting it into the universe, I'd end up with a crooked.
Like, what's his name?
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson, yeah. That dude's got a fucked up nose.
The one with the nose. I knew exactly what you were talking about. Yeah. Wait, what was your name going to be? Do you know if you had a different name?
The only name I know is if I would have been a female, I would have been Rosemarie.
Rosemarie? Mm-hmm. Like Rosemary?
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever made that connection?
Yeah.
Have you?
I had not.
So no. I just got here.
Yeah.
Rosemarie. Why Rosemarie, though? They just liked the name?
I guess it sounded good. I don't know.
And you came out of John. Look at that.
Yeah.
John Berton.
After my grandpa, Jack, John, whatever.
Jack? Wait, was he Jack or is there
are those
interchangeable?
Jack. Yeah. Like
Richard and Dick.
You didn't know John F. Kennedy, like they called him Jack?
What? Mm-hmm. God, all these president facts.
You can start calling me Jack, man.
Dude, Jack's a cool name. It's strong. It's masculine.
Jack is the nickname of John, which doesn't make any sense in my mind.
It doesn't make any sense. Kind of like Richard and Dick doesn't make any sense.
Say that. Yeah.
Jack. What the fuck?
Jack is just John. Nobody's really named Jack. Anybody who goes by Jack is actually named John.
Dude, that's so crazy because you just gave me a lot of context to a Metal Gear like scene that they have, and his name is Jack, but he's like telling a dude his name, and he's like John, and like that's not his name. I didn't realize. I have to go play this game for the 19th time now.
You know what that reminded me of? All right, did you see the movie Escape from New York?
No,
because I I forget if the video games are based on that character or if that character. I think that's the way it is. So
Which video game?
No, the main character in Metal Gear Solid is Snake Plissken, right?
Yes.
Which is the main character in...
Kurt Russell was in Escape to New York.
Kurt Russell. Yeah, that's his name, Snake Plissken.
How do you know more about this game than I do, man? What the fuck? I've literally dedicated like years of my life to this series.
You gotta watch that movie, man.
I've never seen it.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, because in the second Metal Gear, he shows up to this thing, and everyone's like, what's your name? His name is like, my name is... Pliskin, Iroquois Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. That's what he says, but his name is Snake. But he doesn't tell anybody there that he's the Snake. He's like Snake, the guy, the hero. You know, like no one knows that, and they all think he's a terrorist too. So there's that. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just a couple more here.
All right.
What was your first car?
Toyota Avalon. Well,
ooh, fancy.
Yeah, Toyota Avalon.
Fancy.
Yeah. I remember after I'd come back from Los Angeles, I didn't want to get my license for whatever reason. I was just like, nah, I don't need it. Like, I'd use my bike for everything. Like, and I think on my birthday, they were like, come outside. And I was like, okay, why? It's cold. And they had put a huge fucking bow on this Toyota Avalon.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and like I felt so embarrassed that they put a bow on it. You know, I don't know why I felt embarrassed, but I fucking loved that car.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's not like the low end of the totem pole.
It was
there.
badass.
That's mid-level at least.
Six cylinders, better than 4. It was speedy. I would speed everywhere in that thing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right. And how would you describe your driving style?
I literally just had a discussion about my driving style like 4 days ago. I forget what we were driving, but we were driving, I think, to go get Chick-fil-A or something. And I hadn't eaten all day. I was a bit like, you know, I wasn't all there. And it was just like, and then I was like, yeah, it's chaos, but controlled chaos. Controlled chaos, okay? Like, if we're getting to a stop sign, yeah, it might be like, but we're not going to crash. I'm in control.
Do you do the California roll a lot?
Yeah. Especially on our street over here, even though the cops are always like I
used to do it all the time, but then I got like a ticket for that. And so I
oh,
don't do
yeah?
it,
Wait, where were you driving? Here in Texas, San Antonio?
Yeah, in Converse.
That sounds about right.
They got nothing better to do.
They really don't. There's nothing to do over there, man. They're makes sense. Makes sense.
All right. Let's see. In high school, what was your favorite band or artist?
I'd probably say Maroon 5, honestly. I spent a lot of time listening to Maroon 5. I probably have listened to every single Maroon 5 song on the deluxe version of all of their albums.
And nobody knows. It's still a secret what Maroon 5 means, right?
I don't know fucking clue.
Yeah, like
I didn't even know there was a meaning.
There is, and they just won't tell. Apparently, it's something dirty.
We have to brainstorm this one day. Maroon 5, we need to look into all the lingo.
Okay, 2 more. What's your porn star name?
It's God, it was Maverick something. It was. Wait,
is that your middle name, Maverick?
No, my middle name is Davila. That's like my biological dad's name. But I think I read at some point it was like the street you grew up on plus.
Okay, yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah. No, the way I understood it, your middle name plus the street you grew up on.
It would be Davila Maverick, which actually does not sound bad.
Davila Maverick.
Sounds like I got a huge hog.
Yeah, I'm Victor Buckingham, which I would change to Victor Buckingman.
And you do gay porn. That sounds about right. I like that.
Okay, all right. You're in a food fight. What, like, let's say you're at the grocery store. You're in a food fight. What food do you pick as your weapon?
Ooh, pineapple.
That's what I was gonna say.
Great minds think alike. They're spiky, you know. The leaves.
Fuck somebody up with a pineapple.
You could fuck someone up with a pineapple, man. I like that. This is where we're friends. Both thinking of pineapples.
What else would be good? I mean, I guess a coconut.
Coconut would suck. Yeah, coconut wouldn't be good. We could do a big jar of pickles. I mean, glass pickles. If you open up the jar and you get the vinegar in someone's eyes, you're attacking them.
Hot sauce would be good.
Hot sauce, yeah. You got to have good accuracy with that. If you go to the toy section, find yourself a water gun, fill it up with the hot sauce. You might have yourself a win there. Yeah.
That'd be good. That's a good choice.
Thank you.
Great minds think alike. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Moving on here. All right. Besides that
Just
blue guy,
checking myself out. No big deal.
No, you look good, man.
No, thank you, dude. Thank you.
Okay. So me and you were both fans of this guy, Derek, from More Plates, More Dates.
Yeah.
And just to reiterate a conversation we had recently, I pulled up a clip of what we were talking about.
Okay.
So Derek from More Plates, More Dates, why don't you give a little background on who he is real quick?
So Derek, number one, is the whole reason I started TRT. Mm-hmm. Number one. He's basically the bro science king when it comes to bodybuilding, different androgens, pharmacology, endocrinology. This guy is knowledgeable about it for no fucking reason. He knows everything.
And he's Canadian. How long did it take you to figure out that he's Canadian?
I don't think I don't think I ever.
Did I just reveal that to you?
I'm just finding out right now. No, I think I found out he was Canadian when he was talking about his the magic spoon. He was like, "Yeah, I have to drive from Canada down to America to buy magic spoon because I can't get it here."
Now, there's certain words that he says where you're like, that ain't right.
That ain't right. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have guessed.
All right. But anyways, he finally reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And as a celebration of that, he went on Joe Rogan finally, which people have been saying forever. Like, you got to go on Joe Rogan.
How long have you been watching him? It's been a
Probably
while.
2 years.
Right? Because I think you and I, like, when we found out that we both watched it, we were like, oh, hey, yeah.
Our YouTube searches are in sync.
We're very in sync. We're very in sync for sure. Like, I mean,
so anyways, what he talks about pharmacology, taking steroids, and
yeah, he owns a TRT clinic,
bodybuilding, TRT. And then what I found interesting was, all right, so in this part of this clip that I pulled up, Joe asks him about his nootropic formula that he's got.
Right.
And so Derek is talking about like...
It's Gorilla Mind, right?
Yeah, Gorilla Mind. But then he kind of glosses over this one thing that he mentions. You know, all right, so nootropics are brain kind of...
Yeah.
Boosting formulas.
They boost different hormones or
like
chemicals in your brain.
Vitamins that are supposed to make your brain function better.
Right, like paracetam and shit.
But then he mentions one thing just kind of casually, and it's like, hey, are you not going to expand on that more?
You're going to gloss over this?
Yeah. All right, so here, I'm just going to play that clip.
Stuff
What's your product called?
Gorilla Mind.
Oh, it's called Gorilla Mind.
Yeah.
So do you take this before you do your video podcast?
Yeah, I take it pretty much every day.
And you take it, like say if you want to do something and be at your peak, take it an hour, 2 hours before? What's your...
For me, yeah, I'll usually do like an hour beforehand.
Yeah.
Ish. Yeah. I'll usually combine it with like some sort of stimulant, either just caffeine through, a coffee or energy drink if I want, or, sometimes I use, I have sleep apnea, so I've been prescribed modafinil for a long time too, which is...
What have you done for your sleep apnea?
CPAP.
That's what it was.
Yeah. All right, so...
we have to unpack this, don't we?
He just... And no further delving into that at all. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so... You and I have talked about work ethic before, and this guy, he's gone on about his schedule and the shit that he does.
He's got a great output.
Yeah.
Puts out videos every day.
A video every day, that's fucking hard.
Yeah. But so basically he's talking about he's got this nootropic formula that supposedly makes a great difference. Then he's like, yeah, and I combine it with other things like caffeine,
meth.
Yeah, fucking modafinil. And I had sleep apnea. So I take it with modafinil sometimes.
He's fucking lying. That's bullshit, man.
So, I mean, modafinil is like 100% the thing
It's
that's
a
going to make a
performance
big difference there.
Yeah. I mean, for anybody who's ever been prescribed Adderall, that's like, it's too much. You're jittery, it's horrible, and they're giving you doses of Adderall that are like way more than you need. Modafinil doesn't act like that. Modafinil makes you awake and it makes you focus and I've heard people say it makes like things look brighter and you're more interested in shit.
It's literally the drug from Limitless.
That's what they based it off of.
Yeah.
And for him to gloss over that and be like, yeah, I take these nootropics.
Sure, my nootropic works great when I take it with modafinil.
What the fuck, man? Like, that's insane. It would literally be like, I don't know, man. You know, talking about, yeah, I've kept all my hair. But I've kept my hair because I eat all these fucking bananas. Oh, and I take some fucking finasteride. Like,
yeah, and I got a hair transplant.
Yeah, and I got a hair transplant. Yeah, I mean, that's just pretty accurate right there. Yeah, I didn't know he took modafinil.
No, I love Derek, but like for him not to just go into that a little bit more is so misleading.
And you know he could have.
Because obviously the modafinil is the key agent there.
Yeah, I mean, like...
I mean, if you've ever taken Adderall, like, you know, like...
Dude.
That makes a big difference in how you feel.
It
big
really
difference.
does. You've taken Adderall before,
Yeah.
right? So what happens to you when you take
Not
Adderall?
on prescription. Well, allegedly.
Someone who isn't me.
So it just makes you feel super focused and energetic, I would say.
Yeah, and for me, like... It makes boring things fun. Mm-hmm. You can focus on boring things and get it done. That's why college kids take it like when they're studying and shit.
I think so many people take that or similar drugs that
100%.
And people don't talk about it.
100%. I bet
all the presidents take it.
I believe that. I know that.
How do you think these old? They're nearly 80. How do you think they have the energy to do all that stuff?
I heard that Trump, he wasn't taking Adderall specifically.
Something like it.
But he was taking something like
Yeah.
it. Like diet pills or some shit. And diet pills are basically...
Meth based.
Yes. Meth based, exactly. So, no, I totally think that was going on there. And hey, if you can handle it, more power to you. But
yeah, but
to pretend like it's just all you.
I love Derek and I love his videos, but for him to just gloss over that, it made me lose some respect there.
And Joe Rogan knows about modafinil too. Mm-hmm. He could have asked a question about that. So do you really feel they didn't do it? So no, I thought that was rather weird, you know?
Yeah.
It's gorilla mind.
For me, if you're taking that, that's like a big deal in your life. And especially if you're taking it regularly, like that changes your life.
Like it would be like me going around there and being like, oh, my life is all great now and everything's fine. Meanwhile, I'm on testosterone. You know what I mean? Like
you're not going to mention that one big thing.
Not going to mention the one. Yeah, I don't know how it happened. Like I just love working now and I'm awake all the time.
You just gotta be motivated and have goals.
Exactly. Like that's no.
Okay, all right. The next subject here. This is a quick one. What do you think about the metaverse? Have you heard of that?
I haven't like thought too deeply about it up until like yesterday.
For me, I think, obviously things are becoming more digital.
Yeah.
Ready Player One, that is possible.
I've never seen that movie,
that kind
actually.
of future, just where you'll have a digital life.
I mean, anybody who was a nerd as a kid who had no friends who played online, me, like all of my friends were online.
Yeah. So I could see, a digital world becoming a possibility, but I don't back Facebook doing it. If it's Facebook that's offering it, then no.
They already know too much about you, man. Like
so,
they own Instagram, right?
I don't know why they own Instagram, which I like Instagram. To be a little hipster here, I was on Instagram before it was on.
Oh, were you
owned by Facebook?
Oh yeah,
right?
and you were one of the first 10 users to be on Twitter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I got you.
But I don't understand why everybody is accepting this whole metaverse thing and not being like, hey, screw Facebook.
I think it's because they don't realize. They're not comprehending what this could do. Because, how many times have you done virtual reality?
I have an Oculus Go.
Okay.
that I used.
How do you like that, by the way?
For a little bit, and then like the controller stopped working, and I was like, fuck it.
This isn't good enough for me to go replace
I definitely
it.
watched a couple 3D kind of videos.
I got an hour of those, my friend. I've been curious.
They were interesting. Yeah, it was worth it for that. I got my 100.
You're over here staring.
I got my 100
fucking over there.
I got my money's worth.
There it
just
is.
to try that out.
There it is. I like.
But
that.
anyways, so I think just to reiterate how stupid Facebook is, here's a photo of Mark Zuckerberg. Have you ever seen this?
Yes. Now here's my thing. Okay, when you and I went to Six Flags. you put on so much sunscreen. You did not put on, and I thought you were ridiculous for that then. This guy. What are you doing, man?
He looks like a clown.
And why he does? And why did he think that was? I just don't understand. Like, and he knows people.
He
are
sees
taking
these
photos.
people taking this photo. He's like, oh shit.
He's like, damn it. On this day of all days, like,
I mean, what's his defense? He's like, I'm really white.
dude, like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. I mean, he really doesn't want to get sunburned. That's the thing I'm sure someone's asked him why. What made you do this?
So, all right. Well, for audio listeners, what the image is Mark Zuckerberg on a surfboard, and he's got so much sunscreen on his face that he literally looks like a clown.
It is ridiculous. And like, he's contoured it perfectly with his head shape too. So like, this was very intentional.
It's surprising he didn't do his ears or his neck.
Look at the rest of his body, man. There's nothing there.
It's very strange.
I mean,
what does he have in his hand? Is he following a boat, or I don't get what's in his hand?
it's one of his Metaverse controllers, John. he was doing this stuff then so he could figure it out. Yeah,
all right. Well, anyways, yeah. So the Metaverse is stupid. I mean, digital stuff, cool, but don't support Facebook in doing that.
You saw people are like spending lots of money
It's
on
ridiculous.
virtual land, bro. That's gonna change the world, man.
Okay, all right. The next thing here, I wanted to talk about Hafthor Bjornsson.
Yeah. Now, was he the mountain, or he was the mountain, right?
The mountain, yeah. So here he is as the mountain. He is literally the strongest man in the world, or at least during Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Which Game of Thrones and you and Cristiano, we won't get into it, but let's just say that
we might get into it, John.
you and Cristiano disagree about whether or not Game of Thrones is a good show.
And for just for details for everybody, he's watched one episode in season 8, and he thinks it sucks. I'm sorry, but I'm questioning his. I mean, how well did he do in film school?
So, all right, here, look how. Yeah, maybe he was
nobody knows.
C- student.
That's right. Come on, man. He's like, oh, the lighting and it sucks. I don't know.
You know what? This guy is the same age as me. I'm 32.
No
so he's
way.
my age. He looks like he's about 40 right there.
For sure.
But I mean, he's got to be
30?
like he's got to be like 6'9" or something like that. He's
No,
32
he's
right now.
not.
He's my age, so 32.
Is he 6'9"?
He's about 6'9", I would say. He's 6'8" or 6'9", yeah.
Dude, he's almost a
Maybe
foot
6'7".
taller than me.
No, shorter than between 6'7" and 6'9". I'm guaranteeing that. I'm not going to look it up, but that's what it is. So, and he's literally the strongest man in the world while he's playing the mountain.
I mean, yeah, I believe it. Fuck.
So, yeah, look at this photo of him. Look how big that sword is. You know how strong you have to be to hold that sword.
That is a two-handed long sword. It's a
And,
two-hander right there.
Okay. Let's see the next photo here. Look at him with his wife. Have you seen
What
that before?
the fuck?
His
Holy
wife,
shit.
And she's probably, if he's 6, let's say 6'8", she looks like 2 feet shorter than him.
Their
right?
sex life must be crazy. Like, oh my God. He's like, let me swing you around. Like, what the fuck, bro?
But
looks good
what's-
there.
Yeah. No,
It was good. I like
if
that.
you think he looks good there, no, what's interesting is I follow him now recently, and he's become a boxer. And boxer,
Did he lean out?
The difference between a boxer and the world's strongest man, dude. World's strongest man doesn't care about how they look. They just put
Right.
on as much weight
As
and
possible.
as is needed to lift as much weight as possible. But as a boxer, you got to make certain weight classes, or you got to move quick.
I watched yesterday, oddly enough, the fight of him, Prince Oberyn, and him, where he's just like, "You murdered her," and he's like, "Yeah." He's fucking. I watched that yesterday, dude. Wait, so do you have a picture of him? Like, did he
That's
lean
the next
out?
one, dude. It's ridiculous. Look at him now.
What?
So this is him. Do you know who this guy is?
No.
That's Tyson Fury, who is.
Oh, he just won that fight.
Yeah, Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight boxer right now.
Right. I watched that.
And Tyson Fury is kind of interesting because he doesn't care about being a little bit chubby.
No.
Like, he's just such a badass.
And he won.
Yeah.
He kicked his ass. Who was he fighting? I forget the other guy's name.
Deontay Wilder.
I would have remembered his name if he was a Wilder.
Deontay Wilder looks like a superhero if you look at a picture of him.
Yes.
Here, I'll show you a picture.
Dude, you can see his abs. Holy shit.
I do not know how you spell Deontay Wilder. Is there a Y in there?
That's how I would have spelled it. Dude, you got it? Oh, never mind.
Pretty close.
It was close, yeah. I mean, you spelled it the way that I think most people would have thought. Look at that dude. Now, do you think he's on gear, or do you think he's just like blessed genetics?
If you're boxing, I don't. It'd be pretty hard to get by.
You saw the podcast with Derek. I mean,
right,
bro,
it's possible. But anyways, so yeah, dude, look at the difference between him and here. You can look at that 6-pack there, and
dude,
he
doesn't even look like the same guy.
He's a little bit bigger than him. I mean, the strongest man in the world, best boxer in the world. And dude, he's shredded now. It's the scariest thing in the world,
bro.
But he's also like really cool and friendly and stuff.
Did he? Wait, did he always have those tattoos? Like he looks like he's in the Yakuza, but like the Irish version.
Here,
like,
no, he did not have them here.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, I mean, unless they like CGI'd them out, but that would be a lot.
That'd be a lot of work. Yeah, they wouldn't do that. I don't think. No.
Yeah,
holy
he's got
fuck,
a lot of tattoos, and if you look at his face, he's got the same thing actually as Derek. Where if you look at his face, like it looks like one side is kind of paralyzed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he actually have that? No, he just looks paralyzed in half his face, Josh.
I don't. I'm honestly just guessing, but look. I feel like he's kind of paralyzed on that side.
Yeah.
If you look at let's look at the rest of the photos here. Let's see if he smiles with the right side of his face. Let's see. Now, see, they don't show it. But look how shredded he is, man. This guy is he was the strongest man in the world. He's probably not now because he's so shredded, but it's insane. So now he's doing boxing matches.
Okay, that was my next question. Okay,
he's not obviously he's like he's known for being a big guy, so he's not like the best boxer, but he's really going for it.
Do you think he's going to fight against this guy?
No,
right?
Because he would get beaten so easily.
Decimated, yeah.
But he did, he did an exhibition match against a guy who was like a lot smaller than him, but a good boxer.
How did it go?
I didn't watch it, but I feel like, it was even-ish, but the real boxer won by a bit.
Oh, wow. Okay. So even with him being that much bigger than the other guy.
Because he's so much slower because he was so much bigger.
Right.
And he's not,
and he's not a boxer.
He doesn't have the skill. But he's really working at it, and obviously, like, to be that big and that shredded,
that's ridiculous, man.
Insane.
That is insane. He looks good.
Yeah,
shit.
And both these guys are giants.
Because I was gonna say, dude, like that. The other guy, what is his name again? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
All right, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury, right? Tyson Fury, like. I did not think Tyson Fury was going to do well against Deontay. Like, I looked at that. I was like, bro, Deontay is gonna fuck some shit up,
with a
man.
beer belly.
Yeah, I'm like this dude with this beer belly. I'm like, how the fuck did this guy get here? And he won. I was just
crazy.
What the fuck? So how tall is Tyson Fury? He's got to be super tall. If he's standing up close to the fucking
6'9". Wait,
fuck.
So if he's 6'9", he looks shorter than Hafthor.
Oh, God, bro.
Well, no, they're about the same height.
They do look about the same height.
All right, let's see how tall. What's his name? Is.
I think you're right, man. I think you got it right. I think the mountain might be. I don't even call him by his name. He's the mountain to me forever.
Okay,
Dude.
they're both 6'9". It's insane.
That's scary as fuck, man. Like,
Okay, here's the next topic.
but
Have you ever seen this guy?
No.
Don't read the title.
I won't. Yeah,
You already read it.
Yeah, in my mind.
So
in my
it's
mind,
this
I read it.
this guru-looking guy who is
Okay.
just about to spit some truth. Okay,
Okay, is it really going to be truth or is it not going to be truth?
he pauses for a really long time to think and then says something, and you're like, "Wow."
Okay, I got you.
Okay, here we go.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people,
Oh my God, really?
for the people. But the people are retarded.
Oh my, why did he take so long to think? Oh my God. What the fuck, man? Holy shit. That was 31 seconds. He only gave us like a sentence.
Just the way he just thinks about it. He's like, "But the people are retarded."
But the people are retarded. Like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, man. Okay, so this came out in September. I obviously missed that. Holy shit. Okay,
I
hold
think
on.
this has been out for a while. I'm sure this upload.
Okay,
just came out
re-upload.
then.
I got you. Dude, that's a really cool beard though, man. I really thought he was about to like just enlighten the fuck out of everybody. by the people. By the people.
He's got a point. He's like, "This is a government by the people for the people, but
the people,
are
retarded." Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about that, you know? It's like, man, where do you think this guy's from? India?
yeah, I would say
Right?
so."
What's his name?
Does it say here?
It just says, join for more funny memes and
This
also,
clip is from Osho.
okay, forever he'll name will be Osho.
If you just look up, "But the people are retarded,"
But the people are
you can
retarded.
find more info.
What did you see this?
I just stumbled upon it. I don't know. In my internet goings.
And your
Okay.
internet goings?
All right, the next thing we could talk about is the song. What is this song called? "Smoking Out the Window."
Yeah.
It's by Silk Sonic. What do you think of Silk Sonic?
Dude, I think they're awesome. So like the one that the one I forget what they came out like what it's called, the first one that they did. Not "Smoking Out the Window." The first one, what you doing? Or where you at? You got plans, don't say that. Sip wine, sip
What
in
is
a
that
robe.
called? Why am I blanking on that?
Dude. Fuck. Yeah, we shouldn't be doing this. This is bad. Leave
the door open.
That's right. Leave the door open.
Great. That is an all-time great song.
So when I first heard it, I did not like it.
What?
I didn't like it. I was expecting something else. You know, it's kind of like when you order a Coke and they give you like a Sprite or a water or something. I expected something else based off of the catalog that Bruno has always put out there. Plus, I'm a fan of Anderson .Paak or Pac, depending on how you want to say it. And I listened to it. I was at Alex's studio, and I was like, meh, it's all right. Once I gave it a second listen and really just sat there with it, though, I was like,
Damn.
this is fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Skate, really.
Nah.
It's just not as good as Smoking Out the Window and Leave the Door Open. But you can't.
I think Leave the Door. They've got 3 singles. Leave the Door Open is number 1. Skate number 3, and then
Smoking Out the Window.
Smoking Out the Window is a very close number 2.
That's what I was gonna say. It was very close, man. Did you watch the interview with Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars, and they're talking to the Breakfast Club?
Yeah, I showed you that.
Oh shit! Well, I thought Chris showed me that. My bad. No, that was you. We were in the van. I forgot. Yeah, okay. This happens a lot, actually.
Yeah, but Anderson Paak actually posted this. It was like, "I'll catch a grenade for you." This bitch. It's a meme of the two different versions of Bruno Mars in his career.
He's made a transition.
So
man.
fucking funny.
He's changed it up for sure. Like, I know that for a while he was just a producer and he kept trying to like come out as his own thing. And they were like, dude, you're like fucking 5'5". You're not super attractive. Fuck you, man. Keep writing songs.
He's not ugly.
No, he's not ugly, but you know, you look at him.
If you look at this picture though, he definitely looks prettier there without the mustache.
That's true.
I mean, he's going for a super 70s thing here.
Yeah. And like Bruno Mars on the left, that's like post fedora Bruno Mars, you know what I mean? That's post hat. You know, he had that hat on for a while everywhere he went, you know, with fucking the Billionaire song. And then he switched over to this and it was like, all right, now I'm doing Grenade. Now I'm doing, you know, all this other stuff on Unorthodox Jukebox. Now he's at this spot. You know, he chain smokes, man. He smokes a lot of cigarettes. Cigarettes. A ton of them.
Still?
Yes.
Wow.
Like all the time.
It's crazy that he can still hit those high notes.
Bro, like it's unfair.
Wow.
Like, dude, like when I was smoking, like, now, granted, I was not smoking cigarettes, but same thing. You know, it's like the tar and everything. Like that affected my voice. It gave me texture, but it lowered my range.
Wow.
The fact that he
I mean, you look at him now, he looks like a chain smoking dude.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And I'm not a big fan of the little mustache thing, but whatever, man.
I think it's funny, and that's what I think is so interesting about these new songs is they're so funny.
Got me screaming.
They're actually, I pulled up some of the lyrics to "Smoking Out the Window."
Look, I see my Hercules line already. I already see it.
Wait, did I have that highlited? Where was it?
No, it's right there. In the
yeah.
Yeah.
Just the other night, she was gripping on my thighs, screaming Hercules.
Dude,
That's
you're right.
one of my favorite lines. It's so funny.
That's my favorite.
And that's a
line.
reference to the Nutty Professor.
Right.
The set Nutty Professor 2, I believe. The Clumps.
We were in the car and you asked me and I was like, Dr. Doolittle. You're like, what the fuck, man? No. Get
And
your
then
movies.
the next really funny line in the song is in the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
What
He's
is
talking
it?
about...
He's like, you're trifling ass. Where is that?
He's like, I hope that you get everything in this world that you want, but I also hope you're walking barefoot. I hope you're... What does he say? Yeah, trifling.
Okay, here we
there
go.
it is. Yep, look here, baby. I hope you found whatever it is that you need, but I also hope that your trifling ass is walking around barefoot in these streets. And he goes, look out. Dude, that guy...
They're so goofy.
I love that, though. Because we're goofy people. At least I try to be goofy.
And also the funniest thing is like, I want to die.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not going to try to be too serious and over dramatic, but I want to die.
Okay, and then I showed you this earlier, but also, so they performed live at the Soul Train Awards 21 for BET.
Oh.
And they replay instead of saying "this bitch got me."
Oh.
I tried to ask you like, what did you think they replaced "bitch" with? And you said this. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like,
what'd you
this
think it was?
snitch, this fucking. I was like,
So here is the actual thing.
This trick got me paid.
hey, dude, come on. Every time I hear that song, I just am like, diamonds on your neck. Diamonds
I
on your wrist.
maybe like this one better than their first one. I don't know. It's close.
Dude, I like this one.
I feel like
more
this
than the
one's
first
fun.
one.
This one's more fun.
It is more fun.
Dude, look at his shirt. Look how many buttons he's got unbuttoned there.
He's like, I don't need buttons for the top half of this shirt.
Oh, man.
He's got his tattoo showing.
good.
I never would have saw this duo coming. Like, especially based off like the songs that we see Anderson .Paak doing, you know, smooth and a motherfucker, swayed on the inside and all that shit.
You know what? You could perform on BET. I probably couldn't.
I don't think I could perform on BET.
Yo, man, come on. If Bruno Mars can, man, he's not. He's in there. You're in there. You're in the pantheon.
I don't think so, man. I mean, I'd try, but I don't know. We'll see. I'd have to come up with some goofy shit too, probably.
All right, this is the next thing here. You watched New Girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you turned me on to New Girl. So
Yeah.
who's the guy who plays Coach? What's his name? Wayans, right?
Yeah.
He's what's his name? Wayans' son, Damon Wayans' son, like Damon Wayans Jr.
I didn't even know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
You know
I don't know any of the actors in that show.
You've never heard of Damon Wayans?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm out of the loop.
All right, let me show you Damon Wayans.
Do they look similar? Carbon copy.
They are very similar. Look, all right, Damon Wayans.
Oh shit.
That's Damon.
Whoa.
Damon Wayans Sr. and Damon Wayans Jr.
Dude, they could be like brothers, man. That's ridiculous.
They are brothers.
Oh, god damn it. Come on, man. You're wrong for that, man. Come on. That was too easy.
But dude, they are carbon copies.
They are literally the same person. Holy fuck.
So
wait, Marlon Wayans.
well, yeah,
That's
there's
the brother.
There's a bunch of Wayans that are famous. There's Keenan Ivory Wayans,
Bruce Wayne. No. No.
Bruce Wayans.
Also known as the Batman. Okay,
all right,
keep it going.
But anyways, where was it? Okay, so I follow Damon Wayans Jr. on Instagram, and he posted this like in his story, and I thought it was so funny. It says you versus the antelope she's telling you not to worry about.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's a meme, and on the left is like this antelope with a nose who looks like a dick, like a flaccid.
Yeah, I'd be worried too, man.
And then on the right is like a Hercules looking antelope.
Literally, come on, man. That creature on the right looks so majestic. Any girl that I'm ever date, if they're telling me not to worry about that guy, I'm like, all right.
She's like, no, he's just a friend.
I'm like, I've heard the song. I know that just ain't a friend, man. Come on, he wants to do lots of things to you, and I'm not about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'd never tell that person to block that person, but I would be definitely eyeballing. Like, what's this about? I don't know about that.
Okay, let's see. To round out the show, we'll just got a couple segments here. The first one is it's called Guess That Tune. And so basically, I just play a tiny fragment of a song and see if you can guess it.
Okay,
so,
but hold on. Caveat though, I'm not good with song names, but so
you can name the artist, or as long as you can describe it.
Okay, let's go.
But
do I have to close my eyes?
Yeah, close your eyes. Okay, and
too bad we don't have my sex blindfold.
Could be any song. Yeah, that would have been helpful. Okay, all right. I'm literally just gonna play like a half a second of it. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep. Oh, you motherfucker. Are you kidding me with this shit? How did I not see this one coming? Oh. Really?
You know that one?
Yeah, man. I know that one. You have it under Josh's favorite song? That's not my favorite song. You are dumb for that. I don't like that you did that. I think that you need. Wait, is it? You just have it under everyone's name? Are you eventually gonna try to get on this podcast and be like, "Hey, look, I'm gonna play a second of this song. See if you know it." I was ready for a challenge, and you fucking rickrolled me.
You were ready for the challenge. Do you know the song? What song is it?
Horstick.jpg or MPEG? MPEG.
All right, that's
for those of y'all who don't know about this. This is John's favorite song. And he trolls us in the car.
I beg to differ. It's Josh's favorite song.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, anyways, you did great. That's a good job. Okay. The next section is called Fun Fact of the Day.
Fun facts of the day. Okay, give them to me. I've been.
Okay. Don't look at there just yet.
Okay.
Did you know the best-selling musical duo of all time?
Oh my god!
Do you know who the best-selling musical duo of all time is?
According to you, it's Hall & Oates.
There's a photo that proves it.
Oh my god! Come on, man. What are you doing, man? You already. They had some gnarly haircuts, man. Like.
Yeah. They were like, you can do whatever you want, but you can't shave that mustache, Oates.
Yeah, I mean,
Or no, wait. Is Daryl Hall and John Oates? Okay, John Oates is this guy, I believe, and that's Daryl Hall.
have you ever tried to rock a mustache?
Yeah, it doesn't really work.
Jimmy loves rocking a mustache. I think that he should just keep his stubble going.
Well, he's also probably our friend who's most likely to get into porn. I don't think there's a coincidence there.
That's a good point. I think that it'd either be Chris or Jimmy. Jimmy's more likely, though. I don't know why.
Chris could accidentally be in a porn without his knowledge. And
I thought we were filming a drama. Fucking it. Oh, Chris. Oh, my God.
And yeah, Jimmy would be the
Jimmy would-
he
yeah.
would be the filmmaker
Uh-huh.
/ producer.
Yeah, and he'd be like, let me get in there. You know? Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, so that's Hall and Oates.
Is there going to be like a fact that's like, legitimate? I know this is legitimate, but one that you haven't asked me about 60 times or every time we pass Houston or Katy, John McClain Stadium.
I had been thinking of another one. Let me think. All right, okay.
Okay.
Do you know why the piano is called the piano?
No.
Okay, because it was originally called pianoforte. And in Latin, piano means soft and forte means hard. And before the piano, there were instruments like the harpsichord. You know what a harpsichord is?
I've seen a harpsichord.
So a harpsichord, when you press down on the keys, each note has the same velocity. So
Okay.
there's you can't play soft.
variance, right.
You can't play loud. It's always the same. But on a piano, it was like a brand new thing. You could play quietly, press the keys
I got you.
softly, and it would play piano, which means soft in Latin. Or they could play, you could press down real hard and play forte, which means hard in Latin.
Huh.
So, but then along the way, they just dropped the forte. They're like, it's no good for marketing.
It's the it's the piano. This is too hard for people to remember.
Yeah.
Piano forte.
So it's just the soft.
I would not have known.
Yeah. Well,
That's
there you
fucking
go.
crazy. I
That's
did
a
not-
real fun fact.
And like a good piano player when you know how soft they can play to add like dynamics. Because I've been watched a bunch of piano stuff the other day, and I was watching piano players do that, and I was like, yeah, it's not just about fucking slamming the note down. I mean, there's a whole nother side of that thing. Like things I probably would not be good at for a while. I'd have to practice for a good minute, like with all things, I suppose.
Nah, but you're generally musical. You'd be fine.
You think so? I don't think so.
Nah, you'd be fine.
I'd probably be fine.
You'd be fine.
Eventually, I'd get there. No biggie.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got. So, listen, where can the people find you online?
I've got an Instagram.
I asked Cristiano last episode. He's like, please don't look me up.
That sounds
I got
about
too many
right.
people looking for me. All right.
That's a good point. Chris, he's low key, sort of. He's sort of low key.
I know he's got a website, but he wouldn't tell me what it is.
He has a website.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's got a website?
He's got a website.
Like
Like
him?
it's kind of like a base portfolio kind of website.
What?
Yeah. But he refused to tell me what it is.
We have to figure this out. Obviously, with someone we need to.
Oh, you know what? That brings. Oh, dude, check this out. Look, if I just Google his name, let's see what comes up. Oh, he's on IMDb.
No fucking way.
How about that? Because he went to film school and all. Let's see what he's been in.
Bareback and.
Hotel Twinkie.
Oh.
Bareback at the clinic.
Oh no.
And the timeline kind of fits. It was like before he came to America,
Bro.
he did a couple films.
We should submit a photo to IMDb and like bring this up one day. Be like,
I did a little bit of research. I was trying to. I looked up each of these films. I looked up his name.
I mean, is
and
it all porn related?
I looked up this. Yeah, they're all gay
Okay,
porn.
I'm just making sure.
It's gay pornos.
Hotel Twinkie as himself. Look at that.
Sometimes he goes by Cody Guess. Sometimes he's Nicholas Gavial.
Oh my god.
And I actually texted him like, "Hey man, what's the next video coming out?" And he was he he pretended to be surprised by
Right.
the revelation of these videos.
Right. I would not be surprised. Actually, I would, but I wouldn't. I would, but I wouldn't. You know, I would, but I wouldn't.
Nah, I'd be surprised. But
We need to submit a photo of Cristiano
yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Wait, do we know what this Cristiano looks like though?
I mean, that would involve like buying these tapes, buying these videos. I was not willing to go quite that far.
I'm sure we could torrent it. Be all right. Yeah, no, probably best not to do that.
You can find, they are on site. Like I went as far as finding each one on like X videos or whatever these sites are.
Damn.
You
Was
can
it
buy
Chris?
them.
I hope
But
it
no,
wasn't Chris.
I don't know.
You're like, I would have to play the video, Josh.
There were like images, promo photos, but I didn't see Chris in them. So
Did you ever hear about that boxer Yusef Mack? I think that's his name. He's got like 8 kids. He's been married a few times. He did really, really well in a boxing event. Kicked ass, right? And then all of a sudden, there was like a news article about him saying he used to do gay porn. And he got angry. I've never done that. I would never do that. I'm married. I got kids, blah, 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 this and that. And then it was like, we have proof. And he was like, no, you don't. Then the video came out and it was obviously him. And he was like, that's not me. That's CGI. That ain't me. And then it was like, they showed the credits and it was like him. And then he was like, look, I can't talk about it anymore. We're in litigation. My attorneys have told me not to, but that's not me, blah, blah, blah. And then it turned into, well, it is me, but I thought I was doing something else. And then they gave me a pill and a shot of vodka, and I don't remember anything. Then, like, basically 9 more versions of this story is coming out, progressively getting to the point where it's like,
fine, it was fucking me.
Right. And then finally at the end, he was just like, I'm gay. That's what it is. And he like fought against it. And like finally, like he was just like, all right, I can't fucking lie about this anymore. And
well, it's too bad he can't just, come out with that at the beginning.
Like
I'd be fine with it.
He probably would have avoided a lot of fucking problems if he just was like, fucking, I was crazy in my 20s, whatever, fucking, you know what I mean? But yeah, he had like a bunch of kids and everything. But I remember seeing that and just being like, whoa, like he fought against the idea of that for so long, man. Just like
with those things, almost like the harder they fight, the more you know that they actually did it.
Yeah, it's like, bro, just like, you did it. Just get ahead of it, man. Just get ahead of it. If you did it, so what? Like, that shouldn't be a big deal. You're a boxer, whatever. But I think the fact that he fought it for like a year, it was just like,
yeah. Well, you've done a lot of things, so tell people what website they could find you doing those things on.
Pornhub. in a certain section, but you have to click a link to get there. No, I have never done anything like that. But I do have some friends that did get involved with porn very briefly. I know that I don't think John Hernandez would like me to say this.
I'm going to bleep this out.
Yeah, right. But he was approached by it. He almost decided to do it. He didn't end up doing it, obviously.
I can't imagine you get that much money doing as a male performer.
I think I watched like a documentary on pornography one time, like an HBO fucking thing.
Inevitably, even no matter how you start, you got to end up doing gay porn.
Every time. That's how it goes. That's the trend. That's how it trends. No, like they were talking about it and they were like, guys,
they're like, that's where the money's at, all right?
Literally, though, that's what they said in this documentary. Like, it was a bunch of like dudes that are straight, and like they were like, "Look, I did, straight porn for a while. I wasn't making any money, so I went into gay porn and everything." And like one of the actors there was like, "No, I'm very straight. At all of my shoots, I have my girlfriend there, my wife there, and
she's the fluffer.
She's kind of the fluffer, yeah. Like basically, like he would take like a Viagra, and then he'd go do the deed, and then okay, cut, and he'd go off and like grab her tit, just like yeah, yeah, and she'd be like all supportive and shit, and then he'd get back to fucking doing the porn and everything, and I thought that was so interesting. I was like, man, like, but because women are the only ones that make like lots of money, and maybe not even lots of money. Some don't make anything. I know that they said like I don't know how true it is, but like Mia Khalifa said that she lives in Austin, right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. How many times have you heard that?
You know what that reminds me? The next time you're on and want to do a reading of a porno, I'm gonna transcribe a porn that I know you've watched.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have us both read it. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna kind of be like
Don't say which one it is. I know you probably know which.
Oh. Yes, I do. It has a certain fruit involved, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna have to sit through the first 15 minutes of that where the exposition is.
Dude, the
and
dialogue.
Transcribe all the dialogue, and then we'll both read it, and we'll see how it goes. I thought that would be fun.
Dude, the dialogue in that, it makes no sense. Like even the actors can't even keep a straight face in that video. They're just like, yeah, this is ridiculous. Like how do we get involved?
All right, as a
this?
teaser, what's that porn called?
Give me my lemons or some shit like
With James Dean.
with James Dean.
Yeah.
Obviously the porn star James Dean, not the Porsche one. But no, like basically the premise is they've got a house and they love their lemon tree. And as James Dean put it, some lemon stealing whore went into his backyard to take his lemons. And it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
I mean, I'd be mad too.
I probably would too.
Yeah.
You come into my backyard trying to steal my lemons? I just don't think I would have handled it like they handled it at the end of that. You know, it kind of was one of those things. Didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Speaking of like porn things, that guy, what is his name? O'Shea, Jack O'Shea or some shit like that. The YouTube guy.
Oh yeah.
I like
Jack O'Shea. That's right. Yeah.
Jack O'Shea. Okay, yeah.
'Cause his girlfriend looks like she could do porn.
Oh yeah, she definitely looks like she could do porn. She might have.
Probably has an OnlyFans. If she doesn't,
Dude,
she should.
OnlyFans to me is insane. Like there are so many. I don't know. Have you looked into like this red pill movement?
I know a friend of ours is into that. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this YouTube people, and they're about to get like the channel terminated and everything. Actually, it's a real big thing. They're called Fresh and Fit. Have you heard of them? These two guys, and basically they're preaching they're like men's activists, but like it's toxic. You know, I'm not saying it's toxic masculinity, but that would basically be what it is. And they're a part of this red pill movement, and I've watched some of their videos, and sometimes they give good points, but basically their whole video is we're going to invite a bunch of OnlyFans chicks onto our channel, interview them, and then tell them they suck. And like, and I mean, and some of the points that they make are kind of accurate. It's like, okay, they talk a lot about, you know, you think that this money is going to last forever. You think you're going to be 80 years old doing OnlyFans, and that's just not the reality.
Bro, you ever looked up GILF?
GILF?
Never mind. Just keep going.
Yeah, you see, that could be interpreted a lot of ways. Girl I'd like to fuck, grandma I'd like to fuck.
It's grandma.
You were talking about the latter. I got it. Okay. No, I have not actually. I have not. I'm not.
And then there's GILF.
The fuck is that?
Great grandma.
No, what the fuck, man? Come on, dude.
I just made that up, but it's probably real.
It's probably is real. We're living on this planet. It's probably fucking real. But yeah. Well, anyways, a bunch of people on YouTube started like dissecting their videos and doing commentary, which falls under fair use under YouTube's copyright stuff. So if you've got a video and somebody else alters it, that's fair use. And these guys have been like, you know, they're alpha male, I'm the alpha, blah, 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 you know, you can't do this shit, getting really, really upset about it. And they basically did a a copyright strike on hundreds of videos, which is like super against the rules. And they've got like millions of subscribers, and they did 20 strikes on Abba and Preach's channel, and they're huge too. And they're probably going to get their whole channel like taken down. And they have an attorney that's trying to do it and everything. And it's but that's the movement that they're on. And in the process of being I'm the alpha, red pill, blah, 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 they look like a bunch of betas now. Not that I think alpha, beta, or what do you think of the sigma thing? You think that's real, or just kind of some bullshit? That's some 2021 bullshit.
I haven't looked too much into sigma, but I mean,
it's basically
alpha
like,
and beta. You know, when I hear that there's those two terms, it makes me think of American politics and how there's Republicans and Democrats, and how like obviously there's space for more than two parties.
Interesting.
So
okay,
I don't. It would make
interesting-
sense to me that there's not just alphas and betas.
Yeah, so basically like the sigma is like the alpha that does everything for himself and it likes to be alone and does his own thing and doesn't care about what everybody else thinks, but he's still the alpha. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I don't even know if alpha and beta are a thing. I really don't think so. I think you just have people. However, that whole movement, I don't think it's kind of dumb, but whatever. Who am I, you know? Sorry, I went off on a tangent. My bad, my man. My bad.
Oh, you're just a beta, man. It's fine.
You really think so? I don't think so. I don't think I'm anything,
No, man, you're a sigma, obviously.
I've had people, oh my God. I've had people tell me that I act too alpha, and I'm like, I don't act alpha at all, I don't think. I mean, you know me. Do I go around acting like I'm the fucking like that's not me, is it?
I don't know, because you are in our band. You're the front man, so I mean that's kind of an alpha thing, right?
I guess.
But
like outside of the band thing.
I mean,
I'm
I don't know.
loud.
I would say you've got a big personality,
Okay.
so that makes me think more alpha. But you're also like kind of go with the flow, kind of too. So you're not really controlling.
Yeah. I don't know. I could never.
Yeah, I would say if I had to
I'm
pick
sigma
if
now.
if I had to choose between alpha and beta, you're alpha, but you're not, 100%.
I'm not like overly fucking. Let's see how this testosterone goes. Well,
Yeah,
give me some more testosterone. We'll see if I get there.
you're like a super chill alpha, I would say.
Okay. I kind of like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you hitting on me? No. You're like, maybe
Maybe
a little bit.
see how it goes.
But yeah, man. Oh, we've done an hour and a half. That went by pretty quickly.
yeah, all right. So, anyways, where can if people want to follow you online, where can they follow you?
So I'm on Instagram, Josh Milan Music. You won't find any music. There's nothing on there. There's a few pictures of me fucking singing and a few
Hey.
pictures of me and my friends and that sort of thing. I'm not really big into social media any longer. I have it, but only so I can look at videos and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So, but I think that's about it. Facebook, but I don't go on there.
Nah.
Do you go on Facebook?
Instagram's the place to go. I don't know. If I want to see how my aunt is doing or something, I'll go on there.
There you go. Actually, that's a good way to bring it kind of around back, like with the metaverse stuff. I have a feeling that because Facebook is creating the metaverse and all that, and they have Oculus, they're going to try and normalize virtual reality. If they come and in a lot of ways, that's good for the VR realm because they have a lot of users. They're going to try to make it accessible to lots of people. But then also it's kind of like a monopoly over VR. They're a huge company. HTC is not going to be able to compete, even though that's the better out of the two big dogs in VR. So I want VR though. I really want VR, not for porn.
I was gonna say
It's not for porn. I want it because when I was playing the HTC Vive, it was like fucking crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what kind of games they have now, but I know years ago when I tried it, they didn't have very many. But I would love like a story-driven game with VR. That'd be fucking cool, I think. So that's my piece. I'm done now. I'm done. I'm done talking. I'm sorry. I'm done.
no, I'm with you, man. VR, it's real cool. I just don't want Facebook to be like the VR company.
Neither do I. It would be weird.
Yeah.
They already steal so much data and shit. Like, they'll know everything about you at that point. Like, fuck. Like, they'd probably record every session. And they have the servers for it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like
Exactly.
that. But
But
where can they find you?
well, if you're watching this podcast, right
Favor.
here. All right.
You're found. They know.
Right here. Just right here. Yeah. So stay tuned and we'll see you on the next episode.
All right.
All right. Toodles.
Later.